NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's second-round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Excellent drive right there, Frank.
Circa 310.
Now the approach here at number one, Frank, what's he looking at?
A nice high, soft landing second shot would be ideal here. There's a little bit of a ridge in this green. Don't really want to be going long here. Those two bunkers, never easy coming out of those and downhill.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Right off the edge. Wow.
That hurts.
Clean this up with a tap. Did the job right there. Back to the action here at the second and a par 3. Frank, it's 231 yards. What are we looking at?
Well, somehow if you can hit it sky high, that's the best shot to hit in there. This green sometimes gets brick hard, and of course it all slopes to the left.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Always take that. Good par putt right there. Frank, now to the third hole here at Bay Hill. If you have a case of the snap hooks, you're in some serious trouble here.
You're going to run out of golf balls here as well, but a good tee shot's going to leave you something like 150, 160 yards into a very narrow green.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. Frank, this is one of my favorite shots at Bay Hill, the second at number 3.
It's such a cool-looking hole, Rich. That water, it just pops out there on the left side. It scares the living daylights out of you. But if you can hit an aggressive shot there, often that breeze is coming off the left, and just keep it in the middle of the green. Those ridges often kick that ball towards the hole.
Moves into the top 10 with that birdie. And now let's go down to the action at the 4th. Even par through the early portion of this second round. What are some keys for the day in order to set himself up for success?
Well, I think take advantage of some of the short par 4s out here, Rich. You're going to have a wedge in your hand. The shots that you could pretty much guarantee you can get inside 15 or 20 feet. You know there's a bunch of opportunities.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be...
Well, that may have gotten the leader's attention. Into the top 10 with an eagle.
They had to have heard that roar.
Frank, right where you want to be at the midway point of the tournament.
Yeah, you know your game's solid. The focus is more on the leader, and that you can just go out and play. Excellent position to be in.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Well, Frank, as we know, golf is not played generally on a flat surface, and here we go, uphill.
Yeah, and the uphill lie is going to guarantee you more loft than normal. So you're going to have to counteract that with maybe an extra club.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track.
It's a cruel game.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Has his par. Now to the 11th with water left, bunkers on the right. Frank, what's the key here?
Well, too often people just look at the scorecard and they go, well, it's over 400 yards, I have to hit driver. You don't have to hit driver at 11. Something in the fairway, just short of that second bunker. And it sets up 6 or a 7 on.
That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
Pretty good shot right there, about 10 feet away, setting up the putt for birdie. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. Thundering up the leaderboard, 10 under par for the tournament. What a birdie. Teeing it up here on the 12th, 574-yard par 5, Frank.
Another one that's reachable, obviously long and straight. That rough down the right side, though, is normally very thick. Avoid the 2 bunkers, lots of contours and undulations around this green.
Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
So after the layup, Frank, here at the par 5 12th, hit shot here, try to make birdie.
Yeah, just use the contours of this green. You can actually get to this flag a lot of different ways. Using one of the mounds, there's nothing wrong with that.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. That will be a great look at birdie. And this would be nice. 2 straight birdies. Frank, that birdie will help the cause. At the par 4 13th now, Frank, what's the key here?
Really avoid those 3 bunkers, Rich. You don't want a fairway bunker shot over water for your second shot.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
That was just a beautiful drive. He hit it solid and right in the middle. Frank, this is what they call a short field, just 120 players, because it's an invitational, one of only 5 tournaments on the PGA Tour with invitational status.
Yeah, it's not just any invitational, too. It's an invitation from the king.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Lining this one up for par. That's a solid par. Still in it, Frank. Another challenging par 3 here at Bay Hill. It's the 14th, 216 yards, Frank.
It plays uphill, prevailing breeze, too, into your face, so normally much longer than its yardage.
Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
Now on the green, has about 10 feet left there to save par. Never a bad score on the card. That's par. We're here at the 15th now, and a big dogleg right on this one. Frank, what's the best route to take to shoot the low number?
You've got to look at that run out down the left side, which is about 320 yards. If you can stay short of that, then that gives you a perfect shot into this green.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, getting him another good look. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
So through 54 holes, a really good position inside the top 5 with 1 round to go.
Yeah, and those handful of players that we're looking at, Rich, they certainly have looked the best players this week, which makes tomorrow look like a real thriller.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Making it look easy at this point. Another beautiful approach shot. Settles in over the putt. Well, you're not going to make that putt all the time, but you'd like to at least get it to the hole.
If he keeps putting like that, he's going to be an announcer in no time.
Even with that par, will drop down on the leaderboard.
Time to change gears. Birdie time.
Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th.
It's at sneaky distance.
Oh my gosh, that hurts. Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Frank, deep in the round at the 15th, you need to maybe make something happen. How difficult is that with such a huge dogleg here?
Once again, make sure you know the distance to carry the bunker or run out. You've got to play to your strength.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. moves into second place with that birdie. The Bay Hill Club and Lodge features a really exciting finishing stretch. 16 is a reachable par 5. You'll see eagles and birdies there coming home. 17, a very difficult par 3 over the water. The bunker is there. Takes an excellent shot. And then 18 is all you want. We know that with the water in front. That second shot which comes over the lake. And that's a hold your breath moment. It is a great finishing 3-hole stretch at Bay Hill.
It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Now the third shot at the par 5. Birdie try up next. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. That was a nice birdie, and no doubt he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
A series of good holes in a row has got him to this point.
Always like this par 3, Frank. Par 3 17th. Let me amend that. I like watching the best in the world play it because it can be daunting, especially with the pressure ratcheted up.
When they have the tournament on, this green is brick hard. It's a little bit downhill. That's about the only advantage you get.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. Birdie try again here today. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
No, sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Just a couple of feet. Solid par. Finishing hole at Bay Hill. Frank, how good is this 18th?
Well, it's good because it makes you scratch your head. If you look at your score, your own personal score, and then fast forward, you've made a big mistake.
Big full swing here. That's the way you want to finish up here at the 18th hole. Excellent drive and gives himself a good chance to go after this hole location. You can see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. Pretty good result right there, considering
they look rough all the way.
Exactly.
Rich, really did.
No way! He hold it, Frank.
Great pitch shot.
Frank, this is a stout finishing hole, the 18th, isn't it?
Yeah, it finishes that great run of 16, 17, and 18, and so many times we've seen disaster and triumph just on those final 3 holes.